Hey, so it's snowing in my neighborhood today, but it's gloomy, and that's today's video for news. Oh, wait a second. That's not today's videos for news. It's the Lego movie. Okay, so you probably know that you and me probably loved the first Lego movie with a heart. And it was a really good movie with a bunch of fresh air and completely utilized to every potential that it had. It was fun and clever and sometimes really hilarious. Unfortunately, the latest movies, and not even to mention that the films are not getting an Oscar for some reason. And the films, the Lego Ninjago movie and the Lego movie 2, have had really, really bad failure. And I'm going to explain why. So first, I'm going to be explaining the first Lego movie. So the first Lego movie is about Emmett, who's just being a normal citizen, following the rules of what he's told in the city of Bricksburg. And unfortunately, he gets chosen the special to save the world. And he has friends along with him that tell him that with faith in him, like Wildstyle, it's actually Lucy, and Benny, who's obsessed with spaceships. Like, he's like, spaceship, 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 spaceship. And Unikitty, who's obsessed with rainbows. And there's Vitruvius, who's the one who actually said it, and said he was a special, and had it, all he knew. And Metalbeard, who's basically a captain pirate, is basically really good character. I really like him. And there's Mr. Wolf and the Crimson Paw. Wait, what? That's from the bad guys. I'm talking about the Lego movie. Get out of here! I mean, Batman. Yeah, Batman. And they're all saving the world from Lord Business, who's the president. And he's actually called President Business. To save the world from gluing the universe, because Lord Business is tired of everybody touching his stuff and ruining it and making it a master building. And Emmett, I'm going to really say a thing about Emmett here. I really like his character. I really like how he's really being creative in a lot of ways. It's really fun to actually see him being creative, and he's really a funny character. He's not like a master builder, but at the end, he's like totally a master builder. He's so cool. And I give this film a 9 out of 10, almost a 10, because this was awesome. This is 100% good under any circumstances. This was so good, literally. Next one we're gonna review off is the Lego Batman movie. So this one was, what was that? I'm sorry. The Lego Batman movie, it's almost as good as the Lego movie, and there is gotta be Lego elements like the first one. And what makes it even more better is I like Batman. I love Batman. I really like it. It's one of my favorite superheroes. I really like Batman. I really like the new one a lot, but I just don't. I mean, I really like all Batmans. I really like Batman. I really like the new one. I really want to do a review for the new one because that was pretty good. And the Lego Batman movie, so it's about Batman and about trying to save the city from Gotham City, which is Joker, and he needs teamwork to do it. And unfortunately, for us, what makes us excited is that he got the things that he actually needed in life to help him have good partners other than the Justice League. And the thing between Batman and Joker is kind of annoying of how, like, Joker thinks about his greatest enemy and Batman just says it's Superman. Of course Superman is his greatest enemy, even though that, I don't know, it's kind of an argument between, like, Joker is his greatest enemy and Batman, and it's Superman. I know. It's not always going to be Superman, like in the Batman. It's not always going to be Superman, because, I mean, if you think about it, in the Batman, the Batman's greatest enemy, Robert Pattinson's greatest enemy is Batman. His greatest enemy is probably, it's probably the Riddler. Superman's not even a bad guy. What's wrong with the stupid computer? So I give the Lego Batman movie an 8 out of 10. It was almost a 9 out of 10. Definitely not as good as like The Dark Knight or something like that. Definitely not as good, but okay. And the Lego Ninjago movie is the worst fail in the whole series. What a shame. And the problem with this movie is that the story is just so stupid. All the elements are literally done better somewhere else. This is the story. Lloyd in the Ninjago gets help from the villain, Garmadon. Dumb and stupid whatsoever. Yeah, and it has annoying characters. And it's no wonder why this movie failed so badly. I literally give this like a 4 out of 10 or 3 out of 10. This movie was so bad compared to the other Lego movies. It was barely enjoyable. I did not like it at all. And there were some parts that were enjoyable, but still annoying. Really not a good film. Hey, but at least it's better than the Emoji Movie. You can't deny that. Anybody can tell you that this movie was 100% better than the Emoji Movie. Definitely. And next one we're reviewing is the Lego Movie 2. And everybody was acknowledging this, including me, that the promotion for this movie was kind of non-existent, even though it was like they were putting like Legos on DVD covers, and which wasn't really enough. I barely saw any trailers or ads anywhere, which is not something you can really do with a movie like this. You know, a movie that relies a lot on younger audiences like kids who aren't gonna, actively keep up to date with upcoming releases, and like just keep up to date with like, movies or whatever. And another thing that kept the promotion kind of up was the video game. Lego Movie 2 video game. That might have been another thing. Even though there was even a video game for the first movie, which was really good. And just look at this. You see the Lego Movie 2, how far it is compared to the Lego Batman movie and the Lego movie. The Lego Ninjago movie and the Lego Movie 2 did low. They did like the lowest on the list. In the Lego Batman movie had the gotta be Lego elements to it, but unfortunately, Lego Movie 2 did not have gotta be Lego elements, including Ninjago. And the thing that's also annoying is that Lex Luthor are friends with Green Lantern and Superman in this. Apparently, how the Star System brought them together. And I'd rather see Joker in this because that'd be really cool, especially on the fact that like the time of this movie coming out, like they're promoting Joker and like it was like being filmed, and it would have been actually a really good idea to just like have like Joker as like the main, have like Joker in it, at least have him like as like a cameo, like I prefer him to see like fight Batman, but that's not always gonna happen. And the Joker movie's not really related to the Lego movies, and Joker's not really for kids. It's not marketed for kids at all, so that doesn't really matter. Not really a big factor. And another thing I want to know is that they try to push the style of filmmaking so far, but the style of the filming can only be pushed so far, and there's nothing really remotely wrong with what they're doing. So why don't do anything differently? Because the way they do things is fine as long as they're doing the gotta be Lego elements. And I can't really label them as not being creative because single stand of any of these Lego movies, including the Ninjago movie, has more creative ideas than the entirety of Illumination's catalog. Yes, and the fact that the Lego movie was pretty good. In fact, they had a bunch of gotta be Lego elements. And the Lego Movie 2 was disappointing. We didn't get to finish it. We didn't get to see a single setting from the first movie. I mean, though we did Bricksburg. I really wanted to see Bricksburg, but it didn't happen. I mean, it did, but it was like literally for 2 minutes, and then it was gone. And the Star System, which is like the place where it takes place like most of the movie, or I think at least, it feels exactly the same rather than a planet with an entire system with 11 planets. In Apocalypseburg, which is like the new version of Bricksburg that's just like destroyed, we did not spend much time there at all. And why is Harley Quinn on like top of this Lego set? Why is Harley Quinn? I don't remember seeing Harley Quinn in this movie. Is that her from like Suicide Squad? Really? Yeah, and Master Building is completely irrelevant now. Is Harley brought up or needed at all? And the fact that Bad Cow's one of my favorite characters from the first movie, and just my favorite characters from the franchise in general, he's just gone. He's gone for good. So the Lego Movie 2, in my opinion, I give this a 7 out of 10. It was still enjoyable, good plot, likable characters, and there's no gotta be Lego elements, and it's maybe a little bit disappointing, but not too bad. And a lot of people are saying, some people are actually saying of how like, oh well, the Lego Movie franchise is dead, blah 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 blah. No, I don't think it's necessarily dead from what I say. And I feel like that they just gotta put in this thing is more gotta be Lego elements, a better plot and bigger storyline, and a good way. In the Lego City Undercover movie, Lego City Undercover, like they should make like a movie like that. And I want it to have gotta be Lego elements, a good plot and better storyline. They're not gonna say, "Oh, he has to save the city." I want a good plot and storyline to this. 100%. And the fact of how right now Lego is not even focusing on this movie. I mean, the latest Lego movie we had was like the Lego Movie 2, which came out like 3 years ago. Yeah, and they've been focusing more on Lego sets in video games. And you can tell me right now that these video games are kind of getting old. I mean, you can't deny that, guys. Lego video games have been going on since the 6th generation of gaming, literally. And there's so much Lego games out there. It's so much. I mean, I'm not saying I dislike the games. I mean, I thought they're pretty good, and especially there's a lot to like about these games, especially how like master building is not irrelevant at all. It's not irrelevant. It's mostly needed in a lot of things, like they have like new game, like they already have a new Lego game. How many Lego games do they have in general? Like if you count the ones in this picture, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, maybe 24 I can count in this picture. But what I really want to say is that there's probably a lot more Lego games out there than this. I mean, not all these Lego games are going to be perfectly for me, but that's okay. So, my opinion on this is that make a good Lego movie. By the way, doing is putting gotta be Lego elements, and don't just make a storyline that just sounds stupid and not big enough. Anyway, that's just my take on it. And if you like this video, like it, and and comment down below what you think of Lego movies, the franchise is dead or not. What did you think of the latest movies? And maybe like and subscribe because I have some really good more content coming soon. And so